Good morning, everybody. Hang on, I'll just turn my light on so you can see. It's very dark in this room. Oh, there we go. Okay. I hope you're all looking after yourselves. I hope you're all making my own coffee since I've been home. And of course, they cost me probably about $1 as opposed to $5 in the shops. So I thought I'd bring my cup of coffee up and have a little talk with you this morning about, I'm just waiting for people to come online because I know that there are people coming up here. What I was going to talk about today, I have always something to talk about. And if someone listens, firstly, I want to say I'm having trouble remembering what day is garbage day. I'm having trouble remembering, or feeling I'm losing contact with the human things like day-to-day stuff, times, that type of thing, which has been a bit of a awakener for me, a bit of an eye-opener. So this morning I thought, what do we want to talk about this morning? And I'm waiting for you guys to come on and say, can we talk about this? Can we talk about that? Because I know you all want to discuss stuff. And people say to me all the time, it'd be so good to talk about this stuff with other people. So this morning, I am a great believer in metaphysical illness. So even though I always say to people, you should always follow medical advice, always follow your doctor's advice. But there is a little bit to be said about metaphysical as well. So now when I have something wrong or something's affecting me in some way, shape or form, I go and have a look at what the underlying cause is emotionally. And, 99 times in 100, this resonates greatly. And for years, I've been following that idea with Louise Hay that, sometimes we manifest our repressed emotions in our body. And for me, I grew up thinking, oh, hi, Joanne, how are you going? I'm really good. I feel fabulous at the moment. I hope you are too. I grew up with this idea that I never got angry. And I found that really hard because a couple of times I recognized that I would sort of lose my cool, and it was only once or twice in maybe 20, 30 years, like I hardly ever recognized anger. And so it became a little bit of a thing for me over the last few months because I've opened up so much spiritually. I am experiencing anger. And I used to say to people, I don't get angry. Well, of course you did, Yvonne. You just learned to push it down and pretend you weren't because that's what you were taught to do. So when Spirit is now talking about you understanding some of the things you've grown up doing that perhaps you've been taught in some way, shape or form or role modeled, some of those things are going to come to the forefront now. So for me, mine has been, hey, Diane, how are you going? Mine has been anger. So for many, many years, I used to say to people, as we do, I don't get angry. I never get angry. I do. I always get angry. And that's okay. And I remember, having my children show anger, and I used to say to them, it's okay to feel angry. There's no problem with it. It's just, what do you do with it when you feel it? So that's what I've been working on, and understanding that, I get angry too. I get angry like everybody else. It's a normal response. I get particularly angry when I'm in my car and people are rude, impolite, ignore the rules of the road. Cannot control that. So my anger is displaced because I cannot control what other people can do. So that sort of got me around to thinking, okay, if I'm angry about things, do I have control over this? Obviously, I can accept the feeling of anger, but then I need to learn to be the observer and be able to say to myself, well, that's okay, you're feeling angry. Is there anything you can do about it? And if not, you just need to let it go, and that's okay. But it was recognizing that I do get angry, and that's okay. So I have wondered where anger comes from, because especially repressed anger. And I started sort of looking up why it was that I was suppressing or repressing anger, which has been a big journey for me. And I understand that. I get it now, that it creates pain in your body. And the things I was experiencing was so in line with that, so there could be no mistaking. So I decided today to read you something from Louise Hay's book because I thought it was really lovely, and I thought you may be able to relate to that. So, if you haven't seen the book, it's really good to read. You can heal your life. I've had this one for, I don't even know, 2008, this book. So, as I say, I've gone through a lot of books and I keep the ones that mean something to me. So she says, in the infinity of life where I am, all is perfect, whole, and complete. I live in harmony and balance with everyone I know. Deep at the center of my being, there is an infinite well of love. I now allow this love to flow to the surface. It fills my heart, my body, my mind, my consciousness, my very being, and radiates out from me in all directions and returns to me multiplied. The more love I use and give, the more I have to give. The supply is endless. The use of love makes me feel good. It is an expression of my inner joy. I love myself. Therefore, I take loving care of my body. I lovingly feed it with nourishing foods and beverages. I lovingly groom it and dress it. And my body lovingly responds to me with vibrant health and energy. I love myself, therefore, I provide for myself a comfortable home, one that fills all my needs and is a pleasure to be in. I fill the rooms with the vibration of love so that all that enter, including myself, will feel this love and be nourished by it. I love myself, therefore, I work at a job I truly enjoy doing, one that uses my creative talents and abilities, working with and for people I love who love me and earning a good income. I love myself, therefore, I behave and think in a loving way to all people, for I know that which I give out returns to me multiplied. I only attract loving people in my world, for they are a mirror of what I am. I love myself, therefore, I forgive and totally release the past and all past experiences, and I am free. I love myself, therefore, I live totally in the now, experiencing every moment as good and knowing that my future is bright and joyous and secure. For I'm a beloved child of the universe, and the universe lovingly takes care of me now and forevermore. All is well in my world. So I thought that was really beautiful. I wanted to share that with you today. It's from Louise Hay's book, You Can Heal Your Life. I have so adopted the whole Doris Day, que sera, sera thing now. I am completely comfortable with that. So whatever will be, will be. Have a wonderful day. Please take care of yourselves, and I will see you tomorrow. Mwah.